Welcome to Beyond. I'm Corneliante Chasit Swadika. I'm here at the newly Hard Rock Cafe here at Bangkok, and it is renovated and looks very fashionable. And standing beside me is James Chung.
Hi.
And he's going to tell us about this new renovated place.
Yeah, okay. A lot of people have asked me this question before. A lot of people do not realize that Hard Rock Cafe is an evolving brand. We started in 1971, which a lot of viewers probably were not even born yet. So, yeah, okay. And then, of course, our generation that is coming to the Hard Rock Cafe is also getting older, so we need to expand our market. We just started here in 1991, 23 years ago, with the tuk-tuk. I think everybody would realize that, it's a very iconic tuk-tuk, which also represents a tourist symbol for Thailand.
Yes.
Right? So after 20 over years, when it comes to renovate, we decided to go for a more modern look. Okay, for the more modern generation, for the techies, for the younger generations. So we decided to say that, hey, what would represent the Hard Rock now? We decided to go for newer materials, and also we decided to change the interior of the cafe. As you can see now, we have a balcony over there, which also people can have some, well, if you want to have a look at the view outside and watch the world go by having a cup of wine, you can do that. We also have a private room now. Last time we do not have a private room, which we do now, which is very good for senior executives having a meeting while the staff can be outside. Last time we have 3 floors, but right now we have 2 floors, which make it even more cozy. We have moved the band. We have moved it from, it was actually on one side, it was on one side, now we have moved it on the other side. Okay. And the bar, okay, the bar we have moved it to one side here to expand it to have a bigger seating capacity.
Okay. Keeping the cozy more like a bar kind of feeling, as well as having seating. So more variety of seatings. Yeah, more varieties also. You can say that, basically it's to create a space for people to mingle. Yeah, so there's a chance to mingle and things like that. Get to know new people.
Yeah, that is correct. And we tend to attract a younger generation because if you look at the way that we approach the renovation, it's more like a factory look. That's why you see cladded steels all over the place, it's grey and things like that, So it's got what you call Amy Winehouse look like that,
okay.
That sort of look there.
Sounds very hip. So why do tourists or even the local people must come to the Hard Rock Cafe?
Now, Hard Rock is evolving. It is more than a restaurant. It's more like a lifestyle thing. So now it's all over the world. Well, for statistic purposes, we have 138 Hard Rock at the last count. The cafe only,
Okay.
And then we have about 17 hotels and about 7 casinos. So it's really all over the place. Right? So people identify themselves with the cafe because it's all over the world now. And also for people traveling, it's something familiar. They feel at home, they feel welcome. So let's say if you have a Hard Rock in London, when you come over here, you do feel welcome also, because being a Hard Rocker, everything is the same.
So being a Hard Rocker.
That is the main thing is being a Hard Rocker. We call them raving fans.
Raving fans.
That is correct. The strange thing about the Hard Rock is that it has this pull for the customer and for the staff also. Normally, staff of any company, when they go for a holiday, they will just go and travel somewhere else and not really bother to go to a branch, in that country. For Hard Rockers, even their staff, when they go to a new country, the first thing they look out for is the Hard Rock. They go back there and they feel at home. And then the staff there will treat them as a family. So it's really a good feeling. And that is also one of the key reasons why a lot of our staff has been with us for day one, 20 over years.
Okay. So is it hard to maintain the standard all over the whole Hard Rock
Well, maintain the standard, you need to do it all the time. You have to do it on a daily basis. We have an operating standards, and then we do send staff going to America for overseas training 6 weeks at a time.
Just to get the feeling and all those hard rock feeling.
Yeah. So that from all over the world that we have the same standard, the same way that we approach things.
Oh, okay. So I would like you to invite the people who are sitting at home and don't know where to eat and don't know where to hang out to come here to the Hard Rock Cafe.
That is very easy. Listen to Carole King. Welcome to the Hard Rock Cafe. Don't sit at home and mock after a hard day's work.
Well, there you have it. I mean, I see a lot of, artist memorable, so I would like to go check that out. So why don't we go check that out next? Stay tuned.
Right. Go into this.
One of the uniqueness of the Hard Rock Cafe are the memorabilia that are decorating these Hard Rock Cafe walls. Let me tell you a brief story of how it all happened. Eric Clapton wanted to mark his spot at the London bar, Hard Rock Cafe London, and he asked Isaac, who was the owner, if he could mark his spot by using his guitar. Now, a week later, Pete from the Who band delivered a package and with a note saying that mine's as good as his. So this is how it all started with the memorabilia that now has accumulated to 77,000 pieces all over the world. Here are the guitars from Eric Clapton and of course a jacket that is from his tour in 1983. These items again are all original. So why don't we go check out the next artist, so keep following me. Now we're standing in front of the red halter dress by one of my favorite artists, who is Mariah Carey. This superstar, Mariah Carey, wore this red halter dress on stage during her 1994 world tour. As you can see, this is original and you can see the seams coming out. So this is very fantastic for me to see. Let's move on. Now of course we're at the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley. These are the PJs of Elvis Presley and you can see this, his initials there, EP. Very cool indeed. Here I'm at the Rock Shop Hard Rock Cafe Bangkok, and one of the exclusive things that can only happen here at the Bangkok location is if you buy a shirt, say like this one, and you want to redesign it. So you can ask the designer staff here and they will alter it to however you like. Say like this one, this is the finished product of an altered t-shirt. See, from this one to this one. You can design it however you like with just an additional price. This cheap blazer belongs to the best-selling female rock artist of the 20th century. Of course, it is Madonna's. When Madonna released her smash single hit Vogue in 1990, she scored one of her all-time biggest hits and introduced a previously underground dance to the mainstream. She wore this blazer in the song's video. These are only a few of the memorabilia at the Hard Rock Cafe Bangkok and all over the world. So you have to come to visit this Hard Rock Cafe because the food is great, the ambiance is great, and it will be an experience you'll never forget.